see how we go. So, without further ado, go ahead and sit back, relax, and I hope that you all enjoy. The first thing is ColourPop. So I did the make your own palette thing they used to have, like where they had like the blushes and the bronzers and everything, but they stopped doing that. But they still have like the blank, like magnetic palettes, and then also the single eyeshadows. So I made my own palette. It's unfortunately at my boyfriend's house. I'll leave a photo here, but I have the mini one that I had because I originally bought just the mini and then put eyeshadows in it. But when the eyeshadows arrived, I realized that there was a lot of like similar shades, so I then bought a bigger palette with more eyeshadows. And so in here is just what got left. So in here we have Snake Eyes. I think this is wishful winking, and Archer. So that's the sad palette that I have. But I bought a whole bunch in this palette and I just left it at my boyfriend's house because I have so many shades like that here. So I just left it there. But I'm so proud of it. Like, I should be a beauty influencer and make that a palette that people can buy because it has like all the eyeshadows you need. And yeah, it's just so good. So there's that one. Next, I'm gonna take out this eyeshadow palette that's sitting at the top because I'm saving that for last. I have two brushes of two different quality types. The first one is from Kmart. This is the OXX concealer brush. So it's just like a thicker kind of blending brush. And I once again bought these for my boyfriend's house. You can tell that I used my boyfriend's house and putting makeup there as an excuse to buy makeup. The second brush I bought is from Mega Max, and this is the Bullet eyeshadow brush. And comparing the two, that's what they look like. This one is a lot more like smaller precision. This one is more like a blending, but also like concealer brush. And this one is one that I have here. So that's my one. It's a bit used and worn, but yes, these are both for my boyfriend's house because I needed like a more precision kind of brush and then a concealer brush. So yes. Next, I bought quite a bit from NYX. The first thing is the Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara in Brunette. And this is what I have on my eyebrows today. So that's what this one looks like. Honestly, I could care less about my brows. I just put through a gel and I leave it at that because I can't be bothered going through it. But this is what I've been using, and honestly, it's so good. It makes my brows so much thicker, and like the colour's great, and yeah, I love it so far. Another NYX product, I got the NYX glitter primer. specifically for my best friend's wedding, so that I can keep this. I'll probably either gift it to her or I'll take it to my boyfriend's house. And I haven't tried this one. I've been using the Too Faced one, the old Too Faced glitter primer, which I didn't realise was discontinued, and I tried to get it from Mecca, and the Mecca girl just looked at me like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So, yeah. Next, we have a nail polish. This is the Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. And this one is so pretty. It's like holographic, if you can. Oh, it's so pretty. I was gonna open it and swatch it. But it was like $3, and I was like, this is so pretty, so I got it. Next, I bought another one of the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara. This was my favourite before I discovered the Rare Beauty one, and after a while it started making my eyes sting, and I think it was because it was expired. So I bought another one so I can test it out, whether it was just me realising that it's like not sensitive enough, like my eyes were too sensitive for it, or if it was just because it was expired and dried up. But this stuff is like bulletproof, and it's hard to take off, whereas the Rare Beauty one isn't as hard. So I'm gonna test it out again. Next, another NYX is the Epic Ink Liner in black. I have the one that has like the brush, one, but this one is the pen, so I want to compare the two. But my best friend has this, and apparently it leaks on her, so I'm a bit nervous. But this liner, this range of liners is again bulletproof. Like, as it says, Epic Ink, it's like putting ink on your eye, it does not budge. And for ages I couldn't find a liner that would stay and not budge, because with my hooded eyes and how oily my eyelids are, I would just accidentally go like that, and whoop, it would come off in less than an hour, and it's so annoying. So these ones I've had good luck with, and again I haven't tried the pen, so we'll see. But yes, so good. There's another NYX. Okay, now we have the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I went crazy with NYX apparently. NYX is another one of my favourite brands. Probably my top 3 would be Rare Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury, and NYX. What do I use for face products? Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I just needed another brow pencil. But again, I don't really use brow pencils, but if I need one, I've heard good things about NYX brow pencils, so I got this one. And while we're still on the NYX bandwagon, I think this might be the last thing I got from NYX. This is the Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I've heard nothing but good things about this concealer, so I'm so excited to try it out. I do have quite a bit of concealers though. I don't really use foundation anymore. I really use concealer, and then either the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, I think it is, or like a tinted moisturizer. Like today I have the ColourPop tinted moisturizer and concealer, and Too Faced concealer. So I have a lot of concealers, but I'm excited to try this one because again I've heard nothing but good things. And this one is a bit funky. It has a pump rather than like the wand, so I'm a bit curious about this one. So yeah. Next, I have a few of the Maybelline Superstay vinyl inks. I have the shades Coy, Wicked, and I also have Cheeky, which is in my bag. Cheeky is like the perfect nude shade. It is so good. And then I'll swatch these ones on my hand as well. I've tried these out and I'm still trying to finesse the formula because I find that it's not transfer proof. I don't know if I'm like applying it wrong or not letting it dry enough, or I'm not shaking the bottle enough, but it's not as transfer proof. But then again, I tend to have a lot of trouble with licking my lips, especially if like it feels dry. I'll lick my lips. When it's glossy, I tend to like move them around a lot, but when it's dry, I tend to like lick my lips a lot. And I think that's why. It's because it's like activating it again and not making it transfer proof. But yeah, I'm still testing them out, but these are really good. Either way, like the colour is really nice, and I'm kind of used to like liquid lipsticks not lasting as long on me, so for what I'm used to, they're really good, if that makes sense. I really like rummaging sounds. So there's those two. I lied, there is another NYX. This is the NYX Lingerie Lip in the shade Flaunt It. And this I bought because my best friend, for our wedding, we went makeup shopping because I'm doing her makeup for the wedding, and we bought this, and it was like non-budge, like transfer proof. So I was like, I need to get me one of my own. So I got Flaunt It, and again, that's like a nude that I love. I love like pinky, like nudes like that one. So I'm so excited to try this one out. And it's like a souffle kind of formula. It's like a soft kind of, I can't explain it. But yeah, I'm excited to try it. Next, I bought the Maybelline Sky High Tinted Primer. Again, my best friend uses the L'Oreal like primer, and I've also heard Yanalina on TikTok talk about this one with the Rare Beauty mascara, so I need to try it with that one. Basically, the primer, it kind of just like primes your eyelashes and makes it like a little bit longer. Let's see what it says. Amplify Length Plus Care. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited to try this. I'm excited to try all of it. I keep repeating the same thing. vibes, which you can't get Glossier in Australia, which makes me so upset because it kind of gives me the same vibes as Rare Beauty, where it's like natural kind of like lip oils and tinted moisturizers and cream blushes and stuff like that. So I'm so sad that Australia can't get it. But anyway, this is close enough. Which MCO Beauty, they're pretty good. They're like a dupe kind of brand. They have like a dupe for like a bunch of stuff, I think, because I have the like lip oil, which I've shown in a couple videos. And I think this is a dupe for the Dior lip oil, I think. And then they have so many dupes for Charlotte Tilbury, and they have dupes for like the NARS lip balm, which I have a couple of as well. So, but the prices are still a little bit like higher, and they stock at like Woolworths, Chemist Warehouse, a bunch of places. So yeah, I'm excited to try that. This with, if you saw part 1, the lip stain from Fenty Beauty. I feel like that would look really nice. I might have to do that. Next is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder in Translucent. I have like 5 of these floating around. I don't know how it happened. I think for a play that I was a part of, I was bringing my makeup, but I forgot to bring powder, so I had to quickly like go to the shop, and I grabbed this because this is a tried and true powder. It's so good. So I think I have this one, another one in my makeup bag, and one at my boyfriend's house. But it's so good. Literally can't go wrong, and for the price, if you haven't tried it, highly recommend. This is the last NYX. We have a lip oil. This is the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip in Mist Coal. Oh, the dough for it is massive. But it's a nice, pretty, pinky colour. That's it there. I love lip oils so much. It's like lip balms, but like more nourishing. Oh, I love them. I really need to try the Dior one, but for the price and for considering how many like other ones I have, I don't know if it's worth the price. I think you're more paying for the name, but I've heard good things about these too. Fuck it, let's apply it. Why not? I like that shade. I don't think it's a placebo. I love that. Okay. I'm obsessed. I'm so upset you can see the slime that's like dried up and left on my mic. Anyway. This is the L'Oreal. What are you? Glow Paradise. Oh, it doesn't have anything on it. it's like it's like balmed lipstick, or like a lipstick, Glow Paradise, and this is in Rose Mirage. Let's swatch this bad boy. Again, it's like a lipstick, that's it there. Can you tell I love like lip gloss, lip balm, lipstick kind of things? Plus the packaging just looks so nice. Okay, moving on. I've showed like 50 of those. I have another one of the Emco Beauty lip oils. This one's in the shade Sheer Melon. This one is in Sheer Pink. So that's the difference, if you can see that. It still has like the barcode. I would open it and like make noises with it, but it still has the Chemist Warehouse sticky tape all over it, so I can't, which that is one thing that annoys me about Chemist Warehouse, how all of the makeup is like wrapped, and then all like this barcode is gonna make it all sticky on the outside, which is a little bit annoying. But anyway, I just loved like the pink one, so I had to get another colour, which I'm glad I didn't accidentally repeat and buy the same colour, because that would have been tragic. But then again, I could have just like popped one in my bag, one in the makeup bag, you know what I'm saying? So yes, there's that one. We have another Essence blush. This is in the shade Beloved, which this one is like a peachy, pinky kind of shade. This is my tried and true befitting, and then this one is Beloved, so it is like more orangey, pinky, peachy, whereas this one is like more natural, everyday. I just love these blushes so much, and for the price, I think it's like $8. It's so good, and it's so small and easy to throw into a bag. The only thing is, Essence sell out so fast in stores. It's insane. But, I mean, for good reason. I don't know if it's because Priceline need to step up their game and restock more, or if they're just that popular. But yeah, I love them. I love Essence so much. So yes, I had to get another colour. I have another brow gel. This one's from Essence. This is the Essence Make Me Brow in... there's no colour. Brownie Brows. I think my ADHD brain just forgot that I already bought a brow gel, and so I was like, oh, I need a brow gel, and then bought another one. But I mean, for the price as well. So there's that. This I didn't buy, but I think it came like as a free sample or with like Sephora points. No, not Sephora. Yes, this is the Way Fine to Medium Hair Treatment Mask. I just throw this one in here because kind of bulk up this video and also lessen the Sephora one. This I've never tried before. I have the Way Hair Oil and I love that. I use it after every time I wash my hair and it's so good. But I'm excited to try the hair mask. And then last but certainly not least, I got the Morphe Madison Channel Surfing Palette. I'm surprised I got my hands on this because it was discontinued and I couldn't find it anywhere. But I found it on Depop. That's what the colour story looks like. Just a bunch of neutral shades. So pretty. Let's swatch a couple. Do they have names? No. Okay. I think there was like a name sheet, but I never keep hold of them. Let's swatch some of the mattes too. Let's swatch this black. This shade. Those are a couple of swatches of the shades. That one's so pretty. Wait, no. That is the lip oil. Oh, there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm excited to use this. I've been kind of gravitating more towards neutral eyeshadows. I used to get a bunch that had like a ton of colours, but now that I'm doing my makeup more often, I've been really loving neutral palettes. So this is one I definitely wanted to add to my collection. Before I couldn't find it like anywhere. So yeah. So that is all of the makeup I got from Priceline and like all the drugstore makeup. I didn't realise how much I had until I was going through it, but finally that is everything. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every week. I love you all so much. I hope you all had an amazing day.